Hello, Scorpio. So this is the reading for January. It's a healing and happiness reading. So what is it that you need to heal, and what is it that you need to release as well, and also a message from spirit. So this is for sun, moon and rising. So the first card is, what part of my soul needs healing right now? So just before I do carry on, welcome to my channel, Star Spiritual. This is kind of like a new venture for me now, doing readings, but I appreciate if you would like and subscribe. And obviously if you want to have any distance Reiki healing with me, join one of my chakra courses, or have a reading, then you can contact me below in the comments, in the description box. Alright, okay, so the first card is, as I said, what part of Scorpio's soul needs healing right now? Now, this card, the Emperor, one of the major arcana cards, obviously it's all about stability, it's all about, I suppose in some ways you could say it is about structure and the structures in society, taking charge of a situation. So I think that what you are being called to heal, what part of your soul are you being healed this month, is about being a leader, and taking charge of your own situation, taking charge of your life. Because obviously, as I've said in a lot of the other readings, in England we're in a lockdown, and it feels like, to myself included, that we're not in charge. We're not in charge of our own situation. It very much feels like we are not in charge. Well, we're not. You know, our movements are restricted. The places we can go to are restricted. But this card is calling you to heal. I think heal that need to control situations, because control, for me, my own belief is it's an illusion. The only thing you can truly control is yourself. So you can control how you react, you can control what you do in a situation, and this card is also, so I think it's asking you to heal the need to control, that element, that the need to control in looking at things from a logical sense. Look at, yeah, it's chaos, it's terrible, but just, you can still have control of how you react to the situation. So I think for me that's what the first card means, is a need to control. So don't see it as being limiting or feeling disempowered. It's asking you to be a bit more diplomatic, to be seeking ways, asking you to heal your need for control, but asking and seeking different ways that you can regain control of your own self, and that can be intensity, that can be feeling low, whatever it is. It's asking you to heal that side that needs to be in control, and needs, because obviously, when, from my personal experience, when we have a need for control, it's kind of from a fear-based, it's because we're scared, you know, there's nothing. And I think once we kind of let go of it a little bit, obviously let go of that fear, let go of that need to know what's going to happen, it releases you slightly. It releases that kind of the stress, and it helps you trust as well, trust what's going to happen with the situation. So how can you heal? So how can you heal that need for kind of having to lead everything, that need of having to have this stability and need to know what's going to happen? Also, with this element of control and wanting to lead and wanting to know what's going to happen is about being organised, having an organised plan, I suppose, to get out of that situation. Because how you can heal your soul, is the Ace of Raphael, which is such a lovely card. It's the beginnings of a relationship, it's the beginnings of an emotional positive experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and love of yourself, love of where you are. So while you may want to try and change your situation from and control your situation, if you can just kind of feed into your emotions, which with Scorpio being a water sign, I think is one of your strongest. I was going to say assets, but that wasn't the word I wanted to use. One of your strongest suits of armor. I don't know why I wanted to say suits of armor, but I think that is one of your strongest abilities, to be able. And also these, because of Raphael, we've got a picture here of Archangel Raphael at the sea. That may be possible for some of us. Some of us who are lucky enough to be by the sea, then that's something that will nurture you and help you heal this need to relinquish control. As I said, this is all about new beginnings and being emotional, tapping into that emotional side of yourself, asking other people for help as well. It can, and connection as well. So if you are in a situation where you're not handling, or you're finding it very difficult, connect and talk to someone about it. Connect emotionally. It can also mean as well how you can heal this need for big change and the need to control the situation is through love, through kind of harness, because Scorpios do have, I think also like the opposite, Taurus, have this need or this sense of wanting to control situations and are intense, but I think it's more of it's control to protect ourselves, because we don't it's a sense of trust, but just allow the beauty of, I mean, obviously for some of you this will signify a new relationship, of course, but for those who it doesn't, for those who are already in a relationship or a single, just kind of start to really, the feelings that you have in a new relationship, that feeling of kind of hope, and you feel really warm and excited, and it's a beautiful feeling. That feeling directed towards yourself, or obviously if you're in a partnership, directed within the partnership, that will help heal this sense of needing to lead and be in charge of something, and needing to control what is happening. Again, it goes back to spiritual revelations as well. I do talk a lot about meditating and trusting your intuition. So that's how you can heal yourself, by connecting back to yourself, back to loving yourself and your emotions. And then what changes will come from that? Because at the minute I do feel that you've thing is, we are all in this very a stuck situation, but then I suppose it depends what it is that you do and what it is that you want to change. Because work-wise, if it is work-wise, there are lots of opportunities now to be able to work online. If you're wanting to travel, there's ways you can travel. There's obviously lots of people are still going abroad. It just depends what it is that's individual to you that you're wanting to change. Because once you do heal and kind of go back to that kind of special, that love, that beautiful feeling of a close relationship, and you kind of go back to, if you put all that energy into you that you would put into a relationship, because obviously not all of us are in a situation to meet someone, then you'll see that things will start to, communications, things will start to change. Because the Eight of Gabrielle is, it's got lots of birds in this card. It's all about communication. So it's all, and it's similar to the Eight of Wands. Similar to the Eight of Wands. These cards are, there are a lot of differences with the traditional tarot, but it's just so it's movement. It's suddenly things are starting to move forward. That's what will happen. That will come from the healing that this sense of things. You see your plans moving forward. There'll be more in communications with people. You'll be able to promote yourself, promote your business, and communicate that to other people. Also, like flashes of inspiration. So be gentle with yourself. Don't be heavy-handed with yourself. Be gentle. Treat yourself like your new lover or your new boyfriend, and then things will start to move forward for you. What is holding me, Scorpio, back from a happiness right now is this card. This card is, we've got the girl, she's sat there with her 3 shells, and as I noticed in another reading, the Archangel Raphael has got a shell in his hand. He's offering her assistance, but she can't see the possibilities there. She can't see what is on offer to her. She's kind of feeling a bit despondent, but she can't see all the potential and everything that is going to come her way. She's not that's what's holding you back from being happy, thinking that your situation's limited, but you're not looking at what is there. Like I said, if it's business and things moving forward, then the opportunity to work online, the opportunity to work differently, the opportunity to do, I was going to say like mail order or something. There are opportunities available for you, but you're not opening your eyes up to those opportunities. So that is what's holding you back from happiness. The same if you are in a relationship and you can't see the person. There are other ways to be able to contact your partner, or so it's just you're not kind of opening your mind up to what is there. It's feeling disillusioned as well about your situation, but there is help there for you. And then we've got message from Spirit. Interesting, solutions. The first thing that springs to mind is that you do have solutions. There is a solution available to you. I have no idea what this is in traditional tarot. So, I suspect it could be temperance. So it's finding a balance. You need to find a balance right now. If you're feeling stressed out, which is understandable, this card is kind of asking you to take a deep breath, to sit back, to, looks like he's got he's pouring water, isn't he? Yeah, it's a sense of balance. It's about trying to find a sense of balance and self-control and patience for a successful outcome. So it's asking you to balance. How can you balance this? A balance with giving yourself chance to take it easy to a certain extent, to let it go. Ask others for their points of view as well, if that's what is needed. But it's about moderation and compromise. So that could be compromising with other people, compromising with yourself as well. If you're burning the candle too much, you're just going to burn and wipe yourself out, and you won't have any energy. So ask, if you work with guides, if you work with angels, ask them to help you, to give you some healing, some hope, some guidance. And don't be too rigid with your thinking as well. That's another thing, because obviously when we think out of the box, when we take on board other people's opinions, it can, rather than wanting to be the leader or to take control, when you can look at other people's, ask other people their counsel or opinions, that balance will ease the stress that can be caused. And yeah, the stress, I think stress is the big, stress. Okay. It can also be about forgiveness as well, and not holding on too intensely to your emotions and to your situations. So let it go and balance. Yeah, so forgiveness, fairness, balance. Okay. And then I've got some chakra cards here, so I'll just pull a chakra card. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? I'm not a super shuffler. What does Scorpio need to know? Dissipating. Okay, so this is part of the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so it's yellow. It's your third chakra. So dissipating. Let's have a look. I've never pulled this one before. Okay, so the canary yellow, which obviously we have the canary on the picture. Personal comfort comes with this metallic energy and a deep need to discover your... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. I apologise. Allow gentle flight to your thoughts. Canary yellow supports the creativity and daydreaming. Ah, so yeah. Allow yourself that time. Let go of kind of control. Daydreaming, is... There's nothing wrong with daydreaming. Recognising the difference between a daydream and a well thought out plan is key, as creativity must be freed from its cage. Yeah, so that can be another thing that can help you let go of this. Again, obviously, the aces as well, not the aces, but this suit as well as love, it is creativity as well. And creativity is wonderful for the soul. But I do feel a real need, I'm going back to this one, to love yourself like you would a partner, like you would your husband or your wife or your children. That real kind of nurturing, unconditional love for yourself. That's the healing you're needing at the moment. So dissipating. Okay, so we have a canary, a pet bird. It has a wonderful ideas for an action movie starring his owner, Mrs. Robinson. They frequently discuss the exciting plot with friends and family, but when they are given money to make the screenplay a reality, Canary and Mrs. Robinson choose to go on a cruise instead. For the rest of their lives, they talk about this great story and exist in fantasy, not reality. Okay, be aware of being imprisoned by the stories that you tell yourself. Do you intend to do what you say? A lack of planning does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? Take action. Content to dream. Going in circles. Strong intelligence. Making excuses and procrastinating. So I'll just add on a meditation you can do for this card, if this really resonates with you, this kind of feeling of procrastinating and not following this dream, is sit quietly with what you speak of so frequently. Take a breath. What do you wish to do? Become aware of that feeling in your body. Is it apprehension? Enthusiasm? In the mind's eye, take one step forward, carrying out your wish. For example, are you thinking of writing a book? Pull out the first sheet of paper or turn on the computer and then take the next step, then the next. Will you dream it or will you do it? So that's interesting. So that's asking if you're gonna just take that step forward. But that's lovely. So thank you, Scorpio, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and take care.